guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be going through a Pets Corner brochure. Now this is the Pets Corner guide to looking after guinea pigs. I wanted to look at it and just see what it was like and whether I agreed with things in there or whether there was a lot in here that I disagreed with and things like that. So this is the outside of it. It shows a little guinea pig drawing and they're holding a beetroot. Now I don't know whether guinea pigs can have beetroots, and if they can't, I don't know if that's the best thing to put on the front cover, but you know, it's a drawing. It's quite cute. On the first page, we have these bullet points towards the bottom and all that. So I'm going to just read out this first page part and talk through this with you guys after that. So it says, think twice. Buying a pet is a big decision for anyone to make. At Pets Corner, we do everything we can to make sure our animals go to the very best of homes with the best care and welfare advice possible. For the sake of the animal, if you are not 100% sure that you or your children will be able to give a pet the attention, care and lifestyle it needs, then please don't buy one. So far this seems, this seems pretty good. I'm glad that they have if you're not 100% sure, then don't get one. I like that, that's quite good. And then it goes through these bullet points of I assume what you need to be able to do if you're going to own a guinea pig. So it says, are you over 16 years of age? I like that. It's not down to 10-year-olds looking after a guinea pig. That's not going to happen. So yeah, are you over 16 years of age? Are you prepared to clean out the cage possibly several times a week? I like that a lot. I personally clean out my cage at least twice a week usually. I spot clean every day and then I do full cage cleans twice a week. However, some people choose to clean them just once a week. Some people choose to clean them more. It just depends on the size of the cage and how many guinea pigs you've got living in there. It says, could you cope if we're noisy? That's very good, because guinea pigs can be noisy. And what if we smell more than you thought? I like that one, because guinea pigs aren't the cleanest of animals. They're not like dogs or cats. They are messy animals, so they do smell kind of thing. Obviously, you've got to be able to clean and keep that mess under control, but they do still smell compared to some other animals. The next bullet point says you will have to let us out for some exercise indoors every day. We may chew or damage things. Now I disagree with this one because if you've got a big enough cage for your guinea pigs, you will not have to let them out every day. If you want to, that is brilliant, but you don't have to as long as you have a big enough cage. And also there's no point in getting a really small cage and then going, oh, but they get free roam time in the day when I'm there. But guinea pigs sleep for half an hour and then wake up. They're not they don't sleep overnight, if that makes sense. They're most active in at dawn and dusk as well. So saying that they can have that free roam space in the day, it just doesn't work. You might as well just get a bigger cage kind of thing, because guinea pigs are equally as active at night as in the day usually, I find. And then it says, if there are 2 or more of us, there is no guarantee we will get on long term, so you would have to separate us and buy another cage. There's some things about this bullet point I like, and then some things I don't. If there are 2 or more of us, there should definitely be 2 guinea pigs. There's only in very, very extreme cases there should only be 1 guinea pig, and even then, bar buddies are a great way of dealing with this. You can have half your cage for one guinea pig and then half your cage for the other, even if it needs a kind of not just grids to separate, even if it needs a solid separator, they can still talk to each other and smell each other. But most of the time there should be 2 guinea pigs or more in the same cage. But I do like the fact that they're saying there's no guarantee they'll get on, because it's down to guinea pigs' personalities. Not every guinea pig is going to get on. Boys get on more than girls do. Girls tend to get on easier, but that's still no guarantee that they're going to get on. It depends on their personality and all the rest. Okay, so this next part includes some, there's a little bit of writing, and then there's some I'm assuming they're frequently asked questions kind of part of it. So the first one says, are we sociable? Guinea pigs are very social and vocal animals that are happiest when living with other guinea pigs. Thank you, that is very true. Guinea pigs should be kept in pairs or small herds, as they are very sociable creatures and thrive on the company of their own kind. Very true. Males are best kept in pairs as they are territorial and herds of males rarely work. Females can live happily in pairs or herds, often with the addition of one neutered male. that bullet point, there's nothing wrong with that. I completely agree with that. I don't see anything I'd say wrong with that. It says, when we awake, guinea pigs are crepuscular, which means they are active on and off throughout the day and night, but most active at dawn and dusk. I've already mentioned that, but yeah, again, that's true. How long do we live? Guinea pigs live around 4 to 8 years, making them a long-term commitment. I like how they put long-term commitment, because people think they're going to be there for 2 years and then they'll be gone, and they're not. Guinea pigs do live quite a while. Personally, I'd like my guinea pigs to live longer than that, but you know, we can only do our best in the times that they are here. What do we eat? And then they have like 4 different sections, and it says, feeding your guinea pigs correctly is essential for maintaining their health. If fed incorrectly, piggies can suffer from dental and digestive issues. I'm glad that they put both those down, because those are probably the 2 biggest issues guinea pigs have. Guinea pigs are herbivores and require a high fibre diet. Very true. The majority of a guinea pig diet should be hay. Things they have down is they have a separate section for hay, which they say should be available at all times, and it helps to wear down their teeth and keeps their digestive system healthy. That's good, that's true. And then it says greens, small amounts of dark leafy greens should be fed daily, introduced slowly. That makes me think that they don't have greens at a pet shop, or maybe they're just saying like if you get a new one, introduce it slowly. I've never had really problems with that. I have a guinea pig with long-term bloat issues, and she's never really had problems when being introduced with a new kind of vegetable or leafy green, because she has other ones so often. So I've never had problems with that. But also, if they don't feed it to their animals that they have on sale, they should be. So if they don't, I mean, they won't see this probably, but they should be, and that is a problem on their behalf if they aren't. Greens and vegetables are very important for a guinea pig's health. They cannot produce their own vitamin C, so must get this from their diet. The best way is via their veggies. Do not feed lettuce, onions or avocado, as this can be toxic. Okay, so the vitamin C part is really good. I recommend pepper as a substitute for vitamin C. And then the do not feed part, I'm fine with onions and avocados, but lettuce, it depends on your lettuce. Romaine and little gem lettuce and like red and green leaf lettuce are some of their favourite kinds of veggies, and they are not toxic in the slightest. Iceberg can cause like digestive issues, so that's like, you shouldn't feed that at all really. If you do feed it a little bit, then you can get away with it, but you shouldn't really feed it at all. But lettuce shouldn't really be on there. But onions and avocados, I think I agree with. I know that they shouldn't have them, but I've never really heard of them being described as toxic. But onions, I can definitely see them as being maybe toxic, because they are quite acidic, I think. And they say high quality complete guinea pig pellets. Yeah, not everyone decides to go for pellets for their guinea pigs, but I personally do. My guinea pigs enjoy them a lot, especially Bellatrix. So yeah, good healthy pellets that don't have soy in and are mostly hay based are really good for your guinea pigs as well. And then fresh water, which is of course essential for your guinea pigs to be healthy and living. This next part talks about what your guinea pigs will need, so it's kind of like a little checklist kind of thing. So it says housing. Guinea pigs need a lot of room to play and exercise. True. A large exercise run or safe area to play every day is essential in addition to their enclosure. I don't agree with this. Your enclosure should be big enough for them to run and play in without needing an extra area. Obviously if you have a big cage and you can also offer like an extra area, that's brilliant. But if you've got like an enclosure that's big enough for them, you don't need to have that like extra room, because that should be the room that they need. Then it says hay again. We've already talked about hay, but I'm glad that they've said it again because it's really important. A substrate, so they say use plenty of substrate such as wood chips or paper/wood pulp substrate. Personally, I use fleece. I find it a lot better than wood and paper bedding, but if the paper and wood bedding is safe, then you can use that, but I personally prefer fleece, because fleece is less likely to give your guinea pigs URIs, because it soaks things up better and doesn't have as much like dust and things like that. It then says straw, and it says guinea pigs don't nest but snuggle up together when it's cold. I mean you can do, but your guinea pigs shouldn't be that cold if they're living indoors, which unless you live in a really warm environment, like maybe like in the Mediterranean somewhere, or you know, near the equator, you shouldn't be really living, like having your guinea pigs live outdoors 24/7, because they are safer indoors because of predators and things like temperature. So they shouldn't really need to be snuggling up together if it's cold, because it shouldn't be that cold. So that one I'm not entirely sure about that. A water bottle, yep, that's needed to obviously give your guinea pigs water. A food bowl, they say stainless steel or ceramic are best as they are hygienic and can't be chewed. I like that. I use ceramic ones for mine. They say food, obviously like hay, dry food, whatever. Wooden gnaws, like all rodents, your pet's teeth grow continuously. Gnaws are essential to keep their teeth trim. Very true. I use wooden houses and wooden toys to keep my guinea pig's teeth down. Treats. Feed treats every now and then, but not too often. I like that. Some treats are quite high in sugar because they might have like fruit in or something like that, so you don't want to be giving them all the time. I use the Oxbow like supplement treats, the tabs. I have the digestive ones and the urinary ones that mine eat. I also use selective naturals treats as well. And then it says toys. To stop your pets getting bored while you're away, toys are vital to keep them active. Yeah, toys are, they love their toys. I use one of these like treat balls, and then I put like some of their dry food in here and they roll it round, and they really enjoy that one, as well as wooden treat and toys. And then there's this like cute little bunny down here, and it says pets need space. We have minimum cage and hutch sizes for pets. Other pet shops may sell cramped cages and hutches. We will refuse to sell you a hutch or cage if it's not big enough for your pets. Now, having gone in the store a couple of times, there are some cages in there that I do not agree with the sizing, most of which are hamster cages or cages that they would probably sell for rats or ferrets. The guinea pig ones were definitely better. However, there were a couple of guinea pig ones even that I'd be like, no, that's too small. I think they did offer a third class 120 or 140, which is too small in my opinion. They do offer a third class 160 though, which is a good size for 2 guinea pigs, and they offered some larger hutches. So they did seem to have some more bigger ones, but they still did seem to offer some slightly smaller cages. I would have to know more about the other types of animals and what like animals they were exactly for me to know exactly, but some of them did look a little bit small in my opinion. I just hope that someone, you know, sees it and can take these guinea pigs in, because some of them, I mean, they all deserve home, but some of them really need, like, you know, really good homes. Okay, this next section involves a do and don't. This do part includes cleaning their home at least once a week with a pet safe disinfectant, and it talks about cleaning like more if you have more pigs. It says allow your pet to settle for 24 hours before handling them for the first time. This depends. You might want to handle them before that if necessary. I think I did, but only because Bellatrix was having problems. She did have health problems not that long after bringing her home. I think it was like 2 days, because guinea pigs who are in a new environment are prone to URIs, and she did get one because she managed to get through the like gaps in the bars on my cage. So I had that to deal with, so I did handle her. But you know, it depends on the thing. Play with your guinea pigs as often as possible. You can't really play with your guinea pigs. You can like hand feed them and you can bond with them and you can hold them, but you can't really play with your own guinea pigs, so I don't really agree with that. And then it says exercise and let them out. Again, if you've got a big enough cage, you don't need to do that. And then it says you can they can live indoors as long as they are out of direct sunlight and drafts. Do you not think that outdoors has direct sunlight and drafts? Is my question there? Because I think it does. I don't think you should play guinea pigs live outside, basically. And I don't think you should even be connoting in this. Ideally, your guinea pigs will have constant access to a pig-proof room or run for exercise. Again, if your cage is big enough, you do not need that. And then it talks about grooming guinea pigs. Short-haired piggies should be groomed at least once a week. I don't need to do this. I've never had to do that properly. You know, you do your weekly health check, and if there's any problems, you sort them out. But your guinea pig's hair doesn't grow that long if they're a short-haired pig, so you don't really need to groom them as such. You know, if you do have problems, then obviously groom them. But I don't think you really need to groom them. You should just definitely do like a look over them and just check everything's good. And then it says long-haired pigs need daily grooming. Now, I haven't got like a Peruvian or a Texel or like a guinea pig that has really long hair, so I can't personally speak from experience with this because I've never had a guinea pig like that. Bellatrix is my longest haired guinea pig, as she is a mix of an American and a Sheltie, but she doesn't need daily grooming at all. She hardly needs weekly grooming. She keeps herself pretty clean for the most part. It does depend on your breed of guinea pig. People with Peruvians might need to groom them more, but I don't know whether daily is quite necessary. And then it says check the length of your guinea pig's nails regularly, and if you get too long they will need to be clipped or filed, usually once a month. Yeah, I agree with that. My guinea pig's nails tend to be quite good. They did used to have a ramp in their cage that had like very fine sandpaper kind of on it, which kind of kept their nails down. However, they don't have that anymore because I've managed to get it all on one level. So I'm having to cut them a little bit more than I used to, but still mine don't tend to grow that long. And then on this don't section it says do not feed lettuce or avocado as these can be harmful. Now, I feed lettuce, I feed romaine lettuce, I feed little gem lettuce, you can feed red and green lettuce. It's guinea pigs one of their favourite foods, so the lettuce part I would not listen to. And it says do not keep them near televisions or stereos as they can produce high frequency sounds that will irritate them. Mine don't live near TVs or stereos, so I suppose they're yes. Do not use aerosol cans near them as they can produce toxic fumes. Yeah, I agree with that. Just be careful, you know, with me having them in my bedroom. You know, when I'm putting perfume on, if I do it in my bedroom, I keep away from them. But most of the time I do it like in a bathroom or something. Although a few toys are good ideas, please don't overcrowd their cage with them. I kind of agree with that, to be honest. I think you should definitely have enough toys to keep them busy, but like if they can't move around because of the amount of toys in their cage, then there's no point in having them because they can't play with them then. Okay, so this next page talks about potential health problems. So they say overgrown teeth. Guinea pigs can suffer with overgrown teeth that may have to be clipped or by a veterinary surgeon. Always make sure there is plenty of gnawing material available. Yeah, I completely agree with that. That's very true. I've never had problems with my guinea pig's teeth because they do have things to chew on. Some guinea pigs, even if they do have things to chew on, can have problems with their teeth, like dental disease and stuff like that. However, having like wooden things for them to chew on really helps, as their teeth do not stop growing ever. Then it says vitamin C deficiency. Guinea pigs cannot store vitamin C, so a good supply is essential. Fruit and vegetables offered regularly and a complete guinea pig mix contain ample amounts. Lack of vitamin C can cause scurfy skin, dry flaky skin apparently that is, and stiffness in the back leg joints. If this occurs, they may need to be checked by a veterinary surgeon immediately. Yeah, I agree with that all around. Vitamin C being offered in fruit and vegetables is good. I'm glad they haven't talked about vitamin C drops and they've only talked about the vegetables and things, because vitamin C drops are not needed when you give your guinea pigs like pepper daily and vegetables daily. Parasites. Guinea pigs can get mites and lice in their fur. There's some animal insect sprays and spot-ons to treat the problem. Our staff in store can advise you on the best course of treatment for your pet. So I personally use an ivermectin spot-on. Not too often. I probably use it like once every 2 to 3 months. Like in a year. With doing the ivermectin quite often, I've never had problems with it, but it is a potential problem. So when you're doing your weekly health check, make sure you look out for it. And talking about the weekly health check, it is on here now. It says, do they have all their toes and nails? Are they clean and not overgrown? I like how it says, do they have them? I should sure hope that they have their toes and nails. Like, nails maybe not so, but I should sure hope that they have their toes. Like, if their toes are missing, then what happened? I mean, it's a good thing to check, but it's random. That is random. Clean, not overgrown. Yeah, you want to check that they aren't super long and going to cause like injuries when your guinea pigs like scratching themselves, itching themselves, and also just because if they're really long, they can start like curling and it's really uncomfortable for your guinea pigs. Do their legs move freely with no staggering or stiffness? That is very true. If your guinea pig's old and they're staggering or stiff, that could mean that they have arthritis, which it's not curable, but you can help it and stuff. And if they're young, they could have satin syndrome if they are a satin guinea pig, which can cause early decay of the bones. And if they aren't satin and they aren't old, there could definitely be some bone problems there, so you definitely want to get that checked out by a vet. Are their teeth present? Are they straight and not overgrown? It talks a lot about things missing. I really hope they're not missing. But yeah, you do want to make sure that they're not overgrown, because this can lead to all sorts of problems with them, like growing into each other. So like they have two sets of front teeth, and if they overgrow, they can, like, one of them can grow into the top of the head and one of them can grow into the jaw. It's really not good at all. The nose clean with no discharge. Yeah, if you've got a guinea pig with a nose that's got discharge, they could have a URI, for example, or some other like respiratory infection. The eyes bright and clear. They could have hay poke if they are not clear. Stroke the ears, are they smooth and clean? Yeah, you do want to check that. Ears are probably one of the most common places where guinea pigs, if they like have a go at another guinea pig, will bite, and it will look really bad because there's a lot of veins there. Oh, it doesn't tend to be that like bad unless like they've properly gone for the other guinea pig. But you do want to just check that. Is the fur clean with no bald patches or parasites? Having bald patches can mean your guinea pig has ovarian cysts, or they have parasites, so you do want to check out for that. Blowing the fur, the skin should be healthy, not red, dry or flaky. Personally, I think you don't need to blow in it. You can probably just push the fur like to the side, like part it kind of thing. So I don't really know what they're on about with the blowing, but yeah, it should be like a healthy colour, not dry or flaky or anything like that. The next bullet point says, feel the body, is it fat enough? It should not feel bloated or bony. Definitely. Younger guinea pigs and older guinea pigs are probably going to be skinnier than like middle age, kind of like 1, 2, 3, potentially 4-year-old guinea pigs. But overall, you shouldn't be able to feel your guinea pig's ribs really well, and you shouldn't be able to feel like their spine. But if they're constantly losing weight, I would definitely go check it out with the vets, and just see what they say. There might be nothing wrong. It might just be, you know, your guinea pig at the time. But if it goes on for a while, then there might be some digestive issues going on, or things like ovarian cysts, or even things as severe as cancer, unfortunately. So definitely get that checked out. Then it says, listen to the chest. Is the breathing almost silent with no wheezing? When my guinea pig Bellatrix had a URI, she kind of sounded almost like Darth Vader. It was very heavy breathing, and it felt quite raspy. So yeah, if you hear that kind of wheezing or very loud breathing, I would definitely go get it checked out by your vets, because it could be a URI. The last part of this booklet is this little checklist on the back for when you're buying your new pets from them. Personally, I will never buy a pet from them, probably, unless it's an adoption thing, because I want to adopt moving forward. It has a shopping list, so it's a good idea to get as many of the following items as possible when you buy your guinea pigs. So substrate, and then it says such as wood chips. I'd get fleece. Litter scoop, I need to get one of them. Pet safe disinfectant, very necessary. I use the Flora personally, and then I water it down to use in my guinea pig's cage. Water bottle, you can use water bowls, but I prefer water bottles just so the water's not going to get as dirty and things. Food bowl, complete guinea pig nuggets. I use Harrington's because they don't have soy in. Hay rack. Hay racks aren't necessary because there's certain hay racks that guinea pigs can get their heads stuck in. If the metal's like flimsy on them kind of thing, and you can kind of like open them up a little bit and they can get their heads stuck in. And maybe get a wooden hay rack if you're getting one, if not hay bag or a litter tray, or a mix of both like I have. It seems to work the best for me anyway. Wood nauseous, then treats, toys, brush or comb, and then book. I personally wouldn't get a book. I'd probably go on the internet, look at, you know, YouTube channels like my own, and look at like different sources and kind of compare what people who actually own these animals and seem to own them really well, and see their care and kind of compare them to other people's to see the best possible ways of looking after your pet. brush or comb. If you've got long-haired pigs, then you're probably going to need to brush yours. And then toys. I think toys are essential products and purchases because my guinea pigs love their toys and they get so bored without them. So I think toys are essentials. And then treats, probably not essential, but my guinea pigs do really enjoy them. So that's going to be the end of today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed like looking at this with me and just reading through it. It was actually quite good, considering it's from a pet shop. It was pretty good. There was some things I would definitely change about it, but overall it was quite good, and I agreed with many of the points in there. If you would like me to look at other pet shops versions of this, maybe like Pets at Home or the pet shops here in the UK, then definitely comment down below which ones you'd like to see. Also, I can't like do PetSmarts or Petco's or like other pet shops in other countries such as America, because I'm not going to get on an aeroplane just to like pick one of these up and then come back to do a little review on it or anything. But I can maybe look on their websites and see if they have any online versions if you're really wanting me to do that. And if they do have online versions, please comment that down below, because I don't mind doing one of them. But these paper ones are the easiest thing for me to do. So if you would like to see any other pet shops, then I will definitely do that. But otherwise, I hope you have enjoyed today's video and I will see you guys next time. Bye!